Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fright of October. We are live in Chicago, Illinois. Here with me once again is the one and only Shadow Fiend.
Oh, what's going on? Again.
But let's not forget, Shadow Fiend, we've seen most devastating matches. But right now, let's go to our ring announcer. Well, here comes Sting, the ECW World Heavyweight Champion, making his entrance he knows how. Right now he's wearing his traditional Wolfpack ring attire, red and black. Now we know the history of the NWO Wolfpack when Sting was chosen for that team, no doubt about that. But let's not forget, he's also the ECW World Heavyweight Champion. Well, this is the submission match of no disqualifications. The only way to win this match is to put your opponent to make him submit. But Sting has the Scorpion Deathlock. If Jericho wins this match, he'll become the new ECW World Heavyweight Champion if he got the Lion Tamer on him. What are your thoughts on that one?
Sting has been so many battles over and over again. Remember, he's a 6-time WCW champion, a 2-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion, and a 4-time TNA World Heavyweight Championship. He's also been the WCW United States Champion, along with the NWA Tag Team titles and the TNA Tag Team titles. He almost won the WWE World Heavyweight title at Night of Champions when he fought Seth Rollins. But thanks to that injury, it cost Sting to lose against Seth Rollins.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Seth Rollins was dominant so far, but he had him in the turnbuckle, but he got an injury right there. But right now he's here in Tuesday Night War, and his injury has been recovered after that. But let's not forget, Sting is an ECW World Heavyweight Champion right now, and I hold the record at 2 times the ECW World Heavyweight Champion. Plus he's got the record of a 2-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, Sting being the ECW, I mean, like, Sting never actually been in ECW before, but I bet he already knew about ECW already.
Yeah, but let's not forget, Jericho was at ECW for a period of short times after he left WCW, then made his debut known in WWE. But those two have been through the different ropes of the organization of wrestling. Sting been through the ropes of WCW, and of course, been through the ropes of TNA and WWE. Well, let's not forget, Jericho has been through the rings of every organization at once, like 3 of them. Both WCW, I saw Jericho there when he was in WCW as the Cruiserweight Champion. Then he was in ECW for a period of short time. Then his career grew in the WWE after that. Right now, here we go. Jericho went for a devastating counter on Sting. And Sting with a clothesline to the corner, taking down Jericho. And look out, thrown over the top rope, and Sting getting fired up.
You know, let's not forget one thing about Chris Jericho. I mean, the same night Chris Jericho defeated The Rock for the former WCW title, and then later on in the main event, he won on the undisputed WWE Championship.
Let's not forget.
Unified both titles. Unfortunately, he will lose both of them to Triple H at WrestleMania 18.
Well, you're right about that. At WrestleMania 18, it was a grudge match, no doubt about that. When Triple H was upset at Stephanie McMahon, he even pedigreed her in the end, and then Jericho with a steel chair shot. But I'm not sure the steel chair shot will do any effect to Sting right here tonight.
Yeah, who knows? If it wasn't for D-Generation X and Stone Cold Steve Austin, then WCW WCW was still had the advantage during the Monday Night War.
No doubt about that. But speaking of Stone Cold, coming up in our other one of our main events is the Pro Wrestling Championship on the line as Stone Cold puts his title against Arthur Ainsworth III in the most dominating match in history. But let's not forget the Rattlesnake won that title from Lesnar back at King of the Celebrities. And we're seeing Sting right now with that Kano stick. And wait a minute, Jericho Irish whipping Sting to the ring post. And Jericho onto the ring post. And Sting bringing in Jericho. And there it is. Sting getting fired up.
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget both Stone Cold and Brock Lesnar fought each other before. SmackDown and then WrestleMania 20, which I never saw all in that match on WrestleMania 20, but never knew who won, but...
And now Sting's got the bat. Wait a minute, Jericho had the bat, but actually... Now Sting's got the bat back, and he's using it to his advantage on Jericho.
Oh, boy.
And Jericho just brought in a garbage can into this match. But let's not forget, Sting hit everybody with a garbage can back in TNA. No doubt about that during the brawl and that riot they had back in TNA at the Universal theme park.
Which that brought forth ECW superstars to stop the riot after the TNA security and agents failed to stop.
And Sting hitting Jericho in the gut with that garbage can. And he's doing whatever it takes to retain his title here tonight. Let's not forget there are no disqualifications.
Yeah, and Sting, he's used that over and over and over again. He's done it. A lot of times in WCW, and that time, he used to get NWO Sting, the fake Sting, on when it was live on Monday Nitro, on WCW's Monday Night Nitro.
Yeah, but let's not forget, that was the one thing that all WCW diehard fan had. Like, he was not going to leave them until they did say he stayed there until they did shut the door on him right there. And it was over right there for Sting until TNA found him afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Well, before Sting even went to TNA, he got into Major League Baseball. I don't know which team he was playing, but...
And
all I know is once TNA found him, they recruited him.
And it was a good sign for Sting to come in his career, but so far, let's not forget, we just saw Jericho hitting Sting in the back of the head with of his back with that garbage can, but Sting fighting back with all he's got with the clothesline, taking down Jericho. Look out, a splash, but nobody home. Jericho reverses it. But let's not forget, Jericho had a history in WCW with Bill Goldberg, no doubt about that. And a suplex, and oh my god, spine first into the steel steps on Jericho.
Yeah. Let's not forget, Chris Jericho, when he was in WWE, after Triple H betrayed Shawn Michaels that night on Monday Night Raw, both Chris Jericho and Triple H became friends. And they were still friends as well, even when Ric Flair, Batista, and Randy Orton were in Evolution with him at the time.
Yeah, it is true, but let's not forget Evolution was the best dominating faction in the history of the organization. Let's not forget about that.
Oh yeah, Triple H held the World Heavyweight title, while Randy Orton held the Intercontinental title, and Ric Flair and Batista held onto the World Tag Team titles.
And now Jericho bringing in that trash can back into the ring. Look out, Sting's got it back. And Jericho with a drop kick to the back as the trash can hits the outside. Sting going for a chop, but nobody home as Jericho reversed it. Look out. Sting with a reversal, Russian leg sweep on Jericho. And now he's getting fired up for all the Stingers out there watching this. Now Sting with the clothesline. And now he's going to put his lights out. As Jericho was trying to make a comeback right here. And now Sting gonna go Scorpion. Can he apply it? Step over the Scorpion Deathlock. Can he have it locked on? And as Jericho trying to reach the ropes, trying to improvise a little bit. And Jericho's tapping out. And Sting is still the ECW World Heavyweight Champion.
Whoa.
What a matchup. What a match. As we go to instant replays, as Sting hits Jericho with that Kano stick right in the head, then to his back. And Sting went for the Scorpion Deathlock as of right now. And then Jericho tried to improvise and fight out of it. And then in the meantime, he just tapped out right there. It was all over. And right now, let's get the official word. Well, there you have it. Sting is still your ECW World Heavyweight Champion. But don't forget, folks, coming up next is another championship match for the Pro Wrestling Championship. As we see Stone Cold Steve Austin, the champion, take on Arthur Ainsworth. It's going to be on the line next. And don't miss it.